Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another installment of the Steam Shuffle. My name is Asher, and I am bringing you a look at Warlocks vs. Shadows. Warlocks vs. Shadows was developed by Frozen District. This one's actually a fairly newer one. This just came out August 19th. I believe there was a Kickstarter campaign for this one, but this was the first time I heard of it. I saw it on the front page of Steam, and I was like, why not? We'll pick it up. This game is going to be a little bit difficult to explain exactly what's going on. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up arena of sorts that has pixel art graphics. It is 1 to 4 player co-op or versus, and it makes it a bit easier when you have other people playing with you. But it can definitely be enjoyed solo, as I have. If we go into our options menu real quick, we ain't got nothing. It is basically 8-bit pixels. There, excuse me. There's very little you can do with 8-bit pixels in terms of graphics. So I'm playing with controller, keyboard and mouse. A little difficult on this one. Controls can be a bit finicky. At least I found. I enjoy anything that has to do with side-scrolling or platform or anything like that. I almost always exclusively play with controller because it's just easier for me. Keyboard isn't quite precise enough for me. So we're going to go into story mode. Biggest strength of this game that I've seen so far is the character roster, and I'll show you that in a second. But before I do, let me just point out real quick. The multiplayer local obviously works fine. The online multiplayer is fucking terrible. The netcode for this game is shit. I have played with people who are on fantastic internet connections, and we are in the same town, and you have lag all over the screen, and they jump around. I mean, it was horrid. Maybe it was just they've fixed it and patched the servers since then and made it easier with the online issues. I believe they have made it a little bit better, but when we did it, back when it first came out, it was atrocious. So if they do not get that fixed, then I can recommend only local multiplayer because it's unplayable online. It's bad. Really bad. Okay, with that out of the way, let me jump into single player. We can take a look at Warlocks vs. Shadows. So, I have unlocked one guy so far. You start out with these 5 and then this guy at the very end, Zardonic, the base wizard. And they all play very differently. If you have played any type of MOBA, like we're talking that kind of different. A difference between League of Legends or Dota characters. This guy here, he's a melee guy. He will attack someone. He has an ability to teleport around after that to the people he's tagged. This guy, more ranged. He shoots out fire, has flame walls. She's an ice princess. She's by far so far my favorite character. Melee fallen angel here, and then a shamaness. I haven't tried her, and I have not tried the bugbear warrior guy here. From what I've seen, at least solo, range is the way to go. You just take too much damage any other way. But we're going to try it out. I'm going to try the fallen angel. See if we can start from the beginning. Because typically when you first start with a character, it puts you on a tutorial level. But it doesn't look like it's going to do that this time. So you have the 4 abilities there that I have no idea what they do. I jump with my right trigger, which is fairly odd because the 4 buttons are assigned to your 4 main buttons on your controller or keyboard. If you're using keyboard, you would assign them to 4 different buttons. So you have your basic swing with this guy. You have a charge up beam. Everyone has a dash attack, at least as far as I've found so far. That's your dash. Just dash through and do damage. And then your big move, everyone pretty much has a big move, would be that one there. So I guess that locks them down, if I'm not mistaken. If you take a look at my health bar there in the left corner of the screen, I'm almost dead already. I've taken like 2 or 3 hits, and I'm pretty much falling down. I don't have any potions yet. You can get potions and kind of hoard them, but I don't have any at the moment, so I have to kind of kite around, dash around. Sorry, that's my experience on the left-hand side of the screen. My health was at the top of me, but I was almost dead anyways, and I'm dead. So this has been my experience with the melee classes. I don't like them. Maybe I just don't understand how to play this guy very well, but I have had way more success. Oh, he has a double jump. That's nice. I have had way more success with the range guys at this point. Those little guys are basically banelings from StarCraft. If they get too close to me, they will explode, do serious damage to me. But this is what it consists of in the beginning. You do get procedurally generated loot, and I believe this level, after I beat it, will give me a merchant that I can spend my hard-earned gold on that I've acquired through fighting the shadows here. But it's kiting as melee has never been something that I've really enjoyed. So the melee guys, it's way more difficult, even in a team setting. I mean, you just can't take shit for damage. Maybe when you get further in and you get better gear and level up some of your moves, but I mean, you just get tore up as melee so bad. I'm doing alright this round, way better than I did last time. Just kind of jump and smack, jump and smack. And this is level 1 of 1-2, so this is like the second level that you'll play. And these guys are not messing around. This is not an easy game. At least not for me, it's not. Ranged way more so, and I have had more fun with it. Maybe this is just not a class that I'm very handy at. But yeah, that move doesn't seem like it does any damage, but it does freeze them in place for a short amount of time. Dash through them. I don't not liking Raziel though, I gotta say. And I unlocked him by beating the boss at the end of this world, which I think is about 7 levels long, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was about 7 levels. Get off me. Now, good thing is, if you do level up, you do save those level ups. So if I were to go on my... Oh, there's some equipment that just generated there for me. If I were to go to, like, the Ice Princess that I'm done really well with, then I would start out where I left off when I unlocked Raziel here. Let me pick that up. What? Nope. Nope. That level up did completely heal me, so I might actually... This is the final wave. I should be able to beat this one this time. And let's level up my basic attack here so I can do a little bit more damage. But yeah, the same way you would do in a MOBA. Every time you level up, you have level up one of your 4 abilities. It's like a it's like a single-player MOBA almost, or a side-scrolling MOBA, if you will. How the hell do you pick up items? I do not remember. Nope. 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 Used a potion. Oh, right button. Okay. Well, I wasted a potion to remember how to do that. That's nice. Alright, we got a chest there. I'm pretty sure that chest is the same item every time when you beat the 2nd level. It has been every time I've done this so far, so I can only imagine it is. Yep. The Galarian armor there, which is equipped immediately. You do have... Each hand you can get a weapon. They do sometimes have different stats like higher jump height or faster movement speed. Sometimes they have some pretty nifty effects. Like they'll absorb certain types of damage or something like that. I believe I had to get an item again to show it off, but that was 1 level. So we're gonna go in again, stage 1 of 3, and it starts again. So it's like a 2D MOBA mixed with a horde mode. So what do you call those games? A horde game, not a tower defense. Yeah, a horde mode game. There is a horde mode as well, so I'd imagine it's very similar to this. Because this is the campaign, but it feels like a horde mode arena fighter to me. With MOBA abilities instead. There we go. I wouldn't say I don't hate the game. I mean, it is interesting. I have put a little bit of time into it. It's not the easiest. I really hope that netcode error gets fixed sometime soon, because I would enjoy playing this with other people. Hey, I got a crit on that guy. And I think that equipment has helped me out quite a bit. I am starting to hit way harder. I'm thinking this guy maybe, if I put it in MOBA terms, maybe he is like he's a carry? He's a melee carry? Am I saying that right? I don't know. I don't even begin to act like I'm good at MOBA games at all. I try. I'm alright at Heroes of the Storm because that's the easy one. But other than that, I really don't know what I'm talking about or doing. Even in terminology on those. There we go. But it's not horrid. It's just... It's kind of a slow burner. It is a little bit boring in the early levels. Once you start getting better equipment and things like that, it does get a little bit better. And the enemy variety, I promise, does get better. But you hear it in my voice, I'm trying to basically defend it already because it's not very gripping in the beginning. It was with the other character. God, this melee guy is just really slow-paced. He's not really my cup of tea. Yeah, that basically just freezes everyone, but I don't think it does actual damage. At least I didn't notice if it did. But this is wave 6. I just used the one potion that I had. These guys are getting a little crazy on me right now. Charging the laser. There we go. Yeah. This is bad. Oh, I'll freeze them all. Get out of there. Get out of there. There are so many people on me. Ugh. Freeze them all again. Can I survive this wave? Nope, I'm dead. Alright. Let's change my character here real quick. And give you an idea of a range guy. This is my favorite so far. The Ice Mistress. She has her regular shot there. And she also has an ice slide that I thoroughly enjoy. That's her dash attack. But her main thing is you'll see these... See that snowflake that pops up on their head there? The more full that you get that snowflake, the stronger her ultimate is, which detonates everyone that has a snowflake on their head. So if you get it on a whole bunch of people, so you got different enemy types for sure now. These little dog guys are a pain in the ass. But you detonate it, and if it's full, it hits them insanely hard. That will slow them and also add the freezing effect. But I just detonated on a lot of people. Whoop! Oh, that's a big guy. I don't think I've seen him before. And you can do it off screen even, which is very handy. She's way more fast paced, but she doesn't have nearly as much. I mean, I was level 3 with the other guy, and I had almost as much health as she has right now. And it's still pretty much the same thing. It's the arena. These guys are jumping from either side on me, but it's the arena brawler thing going on here. Trying to survive. I do have 11 potions, though, so those do stack up fairly high, and they do persist per level. Slide through there. Set up another trap. Get another detonate going. But if I had a tanky guy who's kind of keeping their attention, and I was this chick here, and flying through and just blowing people to bits every now and then, I think it would be way more fun. I think it's kind of more designed for multiplayer than it is single player, unless this is just kind of your thing, and see how far you can get, what kind of items you get. I'd imagine the level cap would be when you're finally maxed out on all your skills, which it would be, what is that, 16? If you start out at 1, you get a point each one, so 17? Yeah, 17. And you can't just focus everything in one area, you have to even it out. It will not allow you to progress if you don't. But I'm almost done with this wave already. I've had to heal a couple of times. Kind of out of practice. I did pretty good with her when I first started, but... And commentating, always a little bit more difficult. None of that. There you go. Dash through. Throw my icicles here. I have some items that decrease my cooldown on different abilities, so I can shoot them more often. I got something else in there. I'll have to pull that up once I clear these guys out. This is the last wave, so just a second if you don't mind. There we go. Oh, that's a big potion. That heals for way more. Okay. It's a different level of potions. That's the first time I've got one that size. Did he poison me? Is that what that is? You cheeky bitch. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. Masterwork Bronze Armor of Explosion. Spawns an explosion dealing 40% of the received damage on attack. So you couple that with my explosion of ice already. I mean, it does quite a bit of damage. This one, my A attack, so those 3 icicles I'm shooting out, every time it hits them, it applies a mini root, 0.25 seconds, kind of just like a stutter step that I can get on them. Ooh, deal 17 damage to every enemy that attacks you. I like that. But that one increases my movement speed a lot more. But I kind of like the added effect on that one. And so those are pretty much all the same there. I'm liking the explosive armor though, for sure. Alright. See, there's the portal to get out of here. And that's pretty much that's the gist of it in single player. If you get all the way to the end, you'll fight a boss that has a whole lot of health. I'm almost positive that is the only way to unlock other characters. So there's that. You get your character unlocks. Music's not too bad. You can hear it pop a little bit in the background there. Usually I play with game music on. So it's not a huge deal for me, but I do appreciate a good soundtrack, that's for sure. Yeah, this is pretty much all you got. Horde mode we could take a look at real quick. I have not tried that. See what the difference is in that. Let's do that. Hey, I just unlocked an achievement there. Okay. Yeah, let's... Oh, what the hell is that up there? Oh my god. You are huge! It's an AT-AT. A shadowy AT-AT. And he wouldn't have been able to get down here at all, I don't believe, unless I jumped up there and kill him. These jump pads are pretty nice. Makes it a little more fast-paced. Whoop. Yeah. We're going to go back and we're going to check out the Horde mode real quick. Just a all-encompassing look. Okay, so these are the only 2 maps I've unlocked, so I'd imagine that you would be able to unlock more the further you're into it. And let's do the Guardian. He was alright. I enjoyed him a fair bit. This guy's pretty self-explanatory. You hit people with that, and then you got a bubble. Oh god, there's a guy. Ugh. But he's that pink mark right there. If the pink mark exists, then when I press this, I teleport to each one and hit him a second time, and then you jump out of there. I have a pushback, and that's pretty much it. So he's definitely also melee oriented like Raziel. However, he's very quick, so I can survive a lot better with him. And maybe Raziel's just not my kind of guy. God, yeah, look at that. All of them folks there. Okay, so Horde mode, they throw a whole lot more people at you a lot quicker. That seems like the only difference. But there are leaderboards for that one. So top guy for this, he lasted 43 minutes, got through 77 waves, killed 1,069 monsters. I got to wave 9. Alright. Those waves go quick too. One more try because I didn't realize I was already on wave 9. Alright, there we go. Kill both of them. Do you get experience for this? I would imagine that the higher level would definitely assist you in getting further in Horde mode. So maybe campaign is to level and get equipment, and Horde mode is to test it out and see how far you can go with it. Because I don't have any potions on this one. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I don't. Get away from me. Is it just timer based on this one, or is it literally me just killing people? And I can get to the next wave. I think it's you just survive. So it did have the timer and how many people I'd kill, but I wonder how long I could survive if I didn't hit anyone. Oh, that fire hurts. Fire bad. I'm poisoned. I'm dead. And I'm dead. Alright, so I think you guys get the idea of Warlocks versus Shadows. It is $13.99, which is a bit odd of a price point, I'd say. I wouldn't, from what I've played, I don't think it's quite worth it. I would say maybe about half that, about $7, $8 would be a pretty good one for this. I might get back into it with a few buddies if the online portion is fixed, which I'm sure they're aware of. I don't see why anyone, well, okay, I don't see why anyone would release a game in that state, if then at least not attempt to fix it, but it is Steam. I have been proven wrong before. But I don't think that's the case with this one. This was successfully kickstarted, so obviously fan input is probably a little bit more important to them than a AAA or just a random indie out of the blue type of title. But it is definitely more fun with people, with friends. I haven't tried the versus mode. Probably wouldn't, not really something I would PvP too much in. But there you have it. Warlocks versus Shadows. Available on Steam, $13.99 or your regionally equivalent. There is a 4-pack available for $40. So that does save you a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it saved you about $12. So you're getting the 4th copy free. And if you like what you see, if you think this is your jam, take a look at it. Give it a shot. As for myself, might want to wait till it's on sale. My name has been Asher. This has been the Steam Shuffle. And I'll see you guys next time.